And for those of you not in class today, our schedule is changing because of band rehearsal for 2 days. Instead of having our test on Wednesday, we have changed the date to Thursday the 9th because the band and orchestra kids will not be in class on Monday and Tuesday for band and orchestra rehearsals. If it were just one day, we could still have our test on Wednesday, but now it's going to be changed to Thursday the 9th. Now, you had to do an Edulastic assignment, and everything is pretty easy in the Edulastic assignment until you get to number 13. 13 is like a bonus problem, and I want to go over how to do question 13 now. We're going to do the distributive property, and with the distributive property, 4 has to visit every term inside the parentheses. So 4 is going to multiply 3x. What's 4 times 3x, class? 12x. Very good. Plus, now 4 has to visit 5y. What is 4 times 5y? Very good. Then the 4 has to visit the 2z. What's 4 times 2z? Excellent. And now we have to do the same thing with the 3. The 3 visits the x. What's 3 times x? 3x. Minus, what's 3 times z? 3z. Now we're going to combine our like terms. Okay? Do we have any more x's? We have 12x. Is there any other x? 3x. What's 12x plus 3x equal to? 15x. Now, are there any other y's? No. Y is by itself. Are there any other z's? Yes. But now notice it's a minus 3z. What's, oh, I forgot to put plus 20y stays the same. What's 8z minus 3z? Any questions? Now, were there any that matched that? 15x plus 20y plus 5z, or minus, it's supposed to be a plus 5z, right? Yeah. In Chris's choice, is it minus 5z or plus a 5z? Okay, so it can't be that one. It's close, but nope. It's not Chris. Is it Tom? No, it's not Tom. Let's see if it's this one. So let's pull out a 5 here, kids. If I pull out a 5, will 5 divide 15? Yes. Will it divide 20? Yes. And will it divide 5? Yes. So let's see what we get. 5 times what is 15x? 3x. Excellent. 5 times what is 20y? Excellent. 5 times what is 5z? 1z or z. Remember, you can put a 1 in front of the z. It's still the same thing as just a z. So this matches this. So the answer is Jenna. So go to number 13 and make sure you include Jenna. Okay? Any questions on how to do that? Yes? You need to talk. Look at me the whole time you're talking with the mask on. I can't hear. So one more time.
Another reason why it's Jenna is because it asks you to use parentheses, and she's the only one who uses them.
Oh, that would be, nice giveaway hint. Very good. Yeah, so she's the only one that used parentheses, and she is correct in that. Any other questions on number 13? Everyone's okay with that? Any questions on 1 to 12? Did everyone figure out all the answers when I looked at Edulastic? You were all doing okay? Wonderful. Now let's look at number 14. In problem 14, it was about a train that would go so many miles in an hour? Okay, and they had a chart. And the chart looked something like this. This is the time. So you had 1 hour, 2. Did it go up to 4 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. And the distance that it would travel was 95. And what did you get? Was it 190?
Mm-hmm.
And then 285 and 380? Thank you. All right, and it wanted you to write an expression. Is that correct on here? Or an equation? Equations have equal signs. So this would be your equation, one way to do it. 95t, that means 95 times t equals the distance. Okay? And then it wanted to know the distance after 5.5 hours. So 95 times 5.5 will give you the answer to this problem. 5 times 9, 45, plus 2 is 47. Place value 0. 2, carry a 1, 12, carry a 1. 1 number's behind the decimal point. Did you get 522.5 miles? Oh, there's the whole thing. So the answer for the second part of number 14 is 522.5 miles. Okay, now let's see if everyone has all the right answers. We'll go back to Edulastic. I'm going to put this on pause and then we'll talk about the next part of the lesson in just a little while. All right, so now that we are done with our Edulastic assignment, this is the next part of today's lesson. You're going to do the Review Form 1A worksheet and you're going to do the problems. Make sure you read each one carefully and do what it asks. The hardest problems are probably 3, 4, 5, and 6. Be careful on the expressions. Follow the rules of PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, then you do multiply, divide, or divide, multiply, and finally add, subtract, or subtract, add. Here, be careful with the fractions and the things here. They're not hard. Which expression for each phrase? Make sure it matches. Be careful when you do these problems. On the back, the properties, equivalents. Do they say the same thing? Which ones say the same thing? Which ones use the distributive property? Be very careful with that. Simplifying, combine like terms, and then factoring. That is your assignment for tonight. We'll go over this either at the end of class today or at the beginning of class tomorrow.